For today's tutorial, I'm going to be doing a fun rose gold glitter eye. I'm doing this in collaboration with one of my fellow alpha bosses. She asked me on Instagram if I would collaborate with her on a look, and I was like, you know what? I haven't done one of these in a long time. Why not? She will be doing a metallic version of this rose gold look, and I'm going to do more of the glitter. So getting started, I'm going to prep my skin. We all know how I do things. First, going to use my IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Neck Cream because I've been using this consistently and I have been seeing some results by doing it. So next, I'm going to exfoliate my skin. I have not exfoliated in about 2 days, so it is time. I'm using my Neogen Lemon Peel Pads, one of my favorite things on earth. So one side has the little material on it, so I'm gonna use that side to add a little pressure to my skin, and I'm just going to massage this over. Just get my skin damp from the solution. You want to avoid underneath the eye area as much as possible because it is very delicate. So from this palette, I'm going to use Flower Market, which is, it's very rosy tone, but it's very rosy, and I like to add a shimmer before I do glitter, just so I have some variation. This is going onto the lid. Next, I'm going to take this Pixi by Petra. It's called Liquid Fairy Lights, and this is like a game changer. And I'm just going to apply this on top, and it has like glitters in it. So next, I'm going to take an eye color brush. It's just a flat brush like that. And I'm going to distribute the product by pressing and patting in, and you can see like the flecks of glitter. It's so pretty. I'm gonna go a tiny bit above the fold with a Q-tip and clean off the lashes before you add mascara, but I don't mind. And I like to extend it kind of in the outer corner. So I'm gonna take the same colors from that shadow palette that I used before. It was Pershing Square and a little Tokyo, these two shades. I mixed them, and I'm going underneath the lash line at the corner a little bit. I'm not gonna worry too much about it because I am going to go in with concealer so I can touch it up later, but I just kind of want a visual of what this would look like. So if you want to go in with falsies, you can definitely do that. I don't do falsies because of my watery eye problem. So I'm just going to use some waterproof mascara. This is Scuba from The Balm. I'm going to use Ardell's Stroke Brow. This is a brow tint pen, and I enjoy it a lot. And it's like super easy to get like the nice, natural, feathery looking brows. So next, I'm going to use Revlon's Candid foundation. This has been my obsession lately. I've been using the shades 440 and 400. And I like to start on the chin. And this foundation just perfects the skin really well without looking heavy. And it's a natural finish, so it's not like crazy matte. I think matte foundations on me nowadays aren't really good because my skin is not oily anymore. So I can get away with doing a natural finish and, you know, setting in areas where I need it. And hopefully you can see how perfected my skin looks. Because my skin is not perfect. It's not flawless by any means. So that is my skin. That is how I'm going to do the foundation portion. So now I'm going to go in with my concealer. I do like more of a full coverage concealer because I do have some areas of the skin that I would like to perfect. So I'm using my It's My Ray Ray number 5 brush. This is a highlighting brush, but I use it for concealer. And then also the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in Warm Sand. I apply the concealer to the back of my hand. This is how much I need for everything. I don't need any more than that. And I really just work that concealer into my skin, or into the brush rather. And I start right around the nose, really quick motions. I'm using very light pressure so I don't move around the foundation, but I just want to build up that coverage, and hopefully you can see that it does that. Just work up underneath the eye. I don't like to apply it directly underneath the eye because it looks too heavy and cakey. So I start here, I blend out, and then I work up with whatever is remaining. And because this has super coverage, it covers a lot. I like to wear this alone, just the spot conceal sometimes. And my technique for keeping my skin looking like skin is just use less product. Don't go in with heavy products. Don't go in with a heavy hand. Build up. And I just build up that concealer. Now, I do like to go in the corner of my eye because I have a natural shadow there that I don't really care for. I think it darkens that part of my eye, so I do like to take concealer in that portion. So I do feel that creams work better on my skin when it comes to making it look more natural. So I will be using my Jordana Sculpt and Glow. This is a really good contour product. My sister swears by this. I got her hooked on it. To take like a brush like this. This is from Morphe. I bought this like a part of like a pack like way before they blew up. And I just go into the product like this. Stipple on first so I know where I'm placing it, and I work my way up into the hairline. And this gives me a nice warm, hopefully you can see the difference, like warm look. It matches my skin. It's not too warm to where it's orange, but it's also not too cool to where it looks gray. It's like that nice happy medium because I don't really care for the super sculpted face very much anymore. Not into it. I like it to be, if the sun hit my face, this is what it would look like. And hopefully you see it's coming together. It's a little bit here, a little bit there. And then I'm gonna set my makeup because I've let my, skin warm up to it. My favorite products to use to set my face is my Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, but my newest favorite is the Secret Brightening Powder because it's in my skin tone, so it doesn't look brighter. The only way I can stop the translucent loose setting powder from looking really bright underneath my eyes is to spray with setting spray, but I've just been finding that this is just perfect for me. So I've just been taking whatever's in the cap, and that's actually enough to set the entire areas that I like to set because I spot set. I don't set everything. I don't bake. I try not to touch this outer part of my face. I do like to set my chin and my smile lines because I do crease there. So I add a tad bit more powder in that area than I would any other area of my face or my nose because my foundation melts out faster there. Forehead, in my case 5 head. And I'm stippling my brush rather than sweeping so I don't disturb any of that foundation and concealer I just did. And again, for the nose, I just kind of skim over it, not heavy. And this technique also allows you to touch up your makeup. If you get like transfer from your eye, you can touch it up easy with this. I have a video on that too, so I'll list it. So I just like to do the Marc Jacobs. This is one of my favorite eyeliners because it's waterproof and it works for my eyes. I don't experience transfer when I use it. This, the Urban Decay one, those are really good. And I'm just gonna add brown to the lower lash line instead of black because I don't want it to look heavy. And it really enhances that tone of the rose gold. So looking at my face, I do want a little more warmth to my skin. So I'm going to use Makeup Geeks. This is like one of my favorite bronzers. This is in Tawny, and it's a bronzer. And what I like to do is just take a brush like this. This is from Sonia Kashuk. I don't think she has this brush anymore. You can check at Target. And I just like to dust this as close to the hairline as possible with light feathering motions for a little extra bronze. Nothing heavy. This is one of my favorite highlighters that looks wet onto the skin, so I just take this Laura Mercier cheek color brush and I apply it to the high points of my face. And I already know this because I've done it for like years, but if you look into the mirror and wherever the light is really hitting onto the high points of your cheeks and face, that's where you want to put highlighter. So everyone's face is unique and different. The general area or idea is to put it on the high points of the face, which is usually the tops of the cheeks. I like to apply it like right in here because with my natural skincare, it does illuminate there. I also like to put it a little bit above the brow because looking in, there is light hitting there. I also like to go a little bit here, down the bridge of the nose. I don't do the tip of nose, I do the sides, which it obviously makes a little bit to the tip, but it's not concentrated, so it gets more of that area rather than the center. And then I just build up where I want it. But that's pretty much how I do powder highlighter. And this is like one of my favorite drugstore products. I'm taking Hazelnut Tea from Laura Mercier. This is like a lip pencil, and it's like my lip but better. I have a natural dark lining of my lip, and if I want to get rid of that and create a more pouty look, I use this. So I go around my lip. I'm sticking true to my natural lip shape. Then I'm going to take Laura Mercier's Extreme Matte Lipstick in Fierce, and this is again like my lip but better. It's almost the same shade as the lip pencil. And then I will take NYX's Butter Gloss in Praline. This is one of my favorite glosses. And this is just going to go right on top. So now I'm going to do my hair. I'm going to do that off camera because it takes forever. I will be using the Stay Matte Fix and Go setting spray from Rimmel London. I've been enjoying this a lot. I like to apply matte sprays in the center of my face. For the outer parts of my face, for that nice glow, I'm using Rose Glow Mist from Pixie Beauty. So I am back. Did the hair, and this is my final look. I really enjoyed it. I love that I can still get a rose gold tone color, play with glitter eyes in a more adult kind of way. Not that playing with glitter eyes in a kid sort of way is a bad thing. I used to do it growing up, but this is just my play on the collaboration. So I hope you enjoyed my makeup tutorial. I would love for you to subscribe, turn on that bell so you see my videos in your feed, and check out Kim's channel. I will have her link down below. Subscribe to her as well. Thanks, Kim, for asking me to do a collaboration with you. It was super fun, and I will see you all in my next video. Love you. Bye.